When I tell you it took me like 3 months to make this video and edit it and finish it and all that fun stuff, I ain't lying. So for the love of God, baby, we're gonna go to bed. If you like this video, then do all the things, subscribe, like, comment, share. Oh, she's really tired, so we're gonna go to bed. Jen here with Why We Hunt, and this is my squirrel catch and cook video. Enjoy. Baby, we're going to go to bed. Not much of a blood trail to follow. I got a male or a female? Look at those teeth. Wild. Looks like a female. Gnarly teeth on him. Another one I was able to get on my way out. Another nice clean headshot. That's great for saving meat. And we've got a male this time. All right, I got this guy with my Umarex Complete 22 cal. I was using the H&N Terminators. I'll link all the information for those down below. I'm gonna show you guys how to skin, clean, and eat these beautiful creatures. All right, we are gonna make a slice just below the anus, and we are actually severing that tailbone from the rest of the squirrel, or from the spine, I should say. Don't pull the tail completely off. You're gonna wanna keep that. Get a good drip there, awesome. We're cutting down. This knife is not sharp. Just find a joint and saw through it to sever that tail, but don't cut all the way through. Just getting the skin, there we go. And I'm just gonna start a little bit of that flap. This knife is not as sharp as it should be. I used this all goose season for quite a few years, and it needs to be sharpened, but you get the gist. We're gonna do the same on the other side. I have a 4-month-old hanging out with me. That's what you hear in the background. We're just gonna skin up a little bit, so you're not gonna have to do a whole lot of skinning yourself. There we go. That's what we wanted. We've got some nice hide there. We're gonna stand to finish, grab his little arms, and there we go. This is as far as I'm gonna go because I'm gonna cut the head and the arms off. These are snips that I always keep in my hunting bag anyways. I'm gonna cut right off at the joint. They are great for just sort of clearing a little spot whenever you need to sit down. If there's like twigs and stuff in the way, I can link them in the comments also. And they're great for helping to process game. All right, gonna remove her head, put all this outside. All right, head's coming off. Eyeballs just squirted on me, so that's cool. There we go. Through the neck bone, and I'm just gonna use this to, oh, I just put my hand in the eye socket. Head comes off. Just pull the fur off of here. And again, snip. This is a little one compared to the squirrels we usually get, but most of the squirrels I've shot were the big males. Just like a deer, you're gonna wanna remove all of those little organs. So I'll just do a slit up the belly, stick my hand in, and do a good scoop. Get all the poops out. And there you have it. Your squirrel is ready to cook. I'm gonna vacuum seal this and put it in the freezer until I get a few more, and then I figure out what to make with it. All right, I'm gonna start with my snips here. And I'm just gonna find the joint of this little foot. With that, joint there. That is great. All right, find the joint, stop through it. Tail's attached to the body, but the skin is still there, and we're just going to pulling and pulling and pulling. Sorry, dude. I guess I'm shooting him in the cockle region. I did get him in the head, which was a pretty good shot. Fine. I guess it was more fat than actual wiener. There you have it. We got our squale. I'm gonna rinse him off and stick him in the freezer with all the rest. And then we'll do a catch and cook one day. All right, now we're gonna make some redneck butter chicken. First step, I'm gonna take these guys and rub them down with salt and pepper. Now we're gonna get a pot with some butter and oil, nice and hot. I did a healthy tablespoon of butter and about a half a tablespoon of olive oil. And we're gonna wanna sear our little squirrels. So brown each side really well. Browning your meat like this really helps to seal in any flavor and moisture. And now we're gonna add 1 onion quartered and enough chicken stock to fully cover the squirrel. You can use vegetable stock also, same difference. Now we're gonna bring to a boil, cover and simmer for 2 hours. You're gonna wanna check on the liquid frequently to make sure it's still there. If you find that it's losing a lot of liquid, just add a little bit of water and be sure to take your squirrel and flip them halfway through cooking. Oh, and don't forget to throw a bay leaf in there. Braising the squirrel like this will make it super tender and will let you harvest as much meat as possible because that's going to be fall off the bone. This is going to be delicious. This method really helps to break down any tendons, any sort of hard connective tissue that will make your meat a little bit more tough. Let's put the lid back on this and let it braise for a couple of hours. There we go. It's been about an hour. I'm gonna flip the squirrels. As you can see, the meat is starting to pull away from the bones there. It actually smells really good. Now that our 2 hours is up, we're gonna remove all of the meat from the bones with our hands. You can use a fork, whatever you need to do. Just shred all of the meat from the bone and set it aside. Little rib bone. Have your shredded squirrel. Now we're gonna remove all of the onion and the bay leaf and take the chicken stock and put it aside. You can also strain this out, that's totally fine. Now you're gonna melt a good hunk of butter in the same pot that you just braised the squirrel in. I'd say about 2 tablespoons. Now to make it taste good, I've got a tablespoon of chili powder, a tablespoon of turmeric, a tablespoon of curry powder, a tablespoon of cumin, curry, and chili, as well as a teaspoon of allspice. See how it's making a nice kind of paste in the pan here? Get your pot scorching hot again and add back about a cup of the broth. And we're gonna let that simmer for about 3 minutes. Now we're gonna add about half a can of crushed tomatoes. And of course, we're gonna mix in 1 can of coconut milk. You can use regular cream or milk if you want. I wouldn't. And now we're adding our shredded squirrel back to the mixture. And about a tablespoon of brown sugar. Now we're gonna mix that up and simmer it over low heat for about 5 minutes. And there we have it, redneck butter chicken. You can serve that up with rice, naan bread, whatever you want, it's delicious.